Have you ever searched hopelessly for that pair of pants that fits and looks perfect? Next time, instead of going out wasting time hunting for that elusive pair, just bring out your machine and learn how to make one for yourself. Yes, it could be a bit of a challenge to make that first pair. But once you have done this, you are sure you will be happy that you took this challenge head on. Here is an easy to follow tutorial to help you make the kind of pants you will want to flaunt. You will need 2.5 meters of fabric, template for the pant, which you can download from our website ushasew.com. Elastic, threads, safety pin to pass the elastic, a pair of scissors, tape and a marking pen. This template is for a person who buys extra small size. Now lay the folded fabric flat on the table with right sides together. Now lay the template over the fabric. Pin the template to the fabric piece as shown in the video. We will quickly take you through the template measurements and cuts to ensure you have enough for the seams. This is the full length, plus 4 inches, that is, the top casing and the bottom hem allowance. From the top edge, the crotch depth is taken as 1/4 hip plus 4 inches, which includes ease and casing allowance. Similarly, take both these measurements on either side of the center line for the crotch level. This is the curved crotch line. Mark the edges of the template on the fabric. Cut along the marked lines. Unpin the template. We will begin by stitching the seams that form the crotch of the pants. This is the curved crotch line. Pin both the fabric layers together. Continue as it is. Set your machine by turning the pattern selector dial to A for straight stitch and the stitch length to 2.5. Begin with a lock stitch. Remember to end with 1-2. Do remember to take out the pins as you sew. After completing one side, sew the other side. Now select zigzag stitches by turning the pattern selector dial to C for over edging. Stitch length to 1.5. Sew both the sides. This will give a neat finish and strength to your garment and ensure you suffer no embarrassing wardrobe malfunctions. Match both these edges together with their right sides facing each other like this to get the shape of a pair of pants. These are your inside legs of the pants. Align and pin the inside legs of the pants together. Take the pair of pants to your sewing machine to sew the inner lengths. Turn the pattern selector dial to A for straight stitches and the stitch length to 2.5. Sew the inner lengths. Remember to begin and end with a reverse stitch. do take out the pins as you sew. Now use the zigzag stitches again for over-edging. Turn the pattern selector dial to see. Stitch length to 1.5. Sew the inner lengths. Repeat on the other side. Next, we will work to stitch the bottoms and the waistband. Fold the bottom hem allowance by 1/2 inch and then 1 inch. Pin in place. Do the same on the other side. Similarly, double fold on top by 1/2 inch and 1¼ inch. Pin in place. Make a corresponding point as that of the seam allowance on the waistband. Measure and mark 1¼ inch from that point. This will be the opening for us to insert the elastic. Turn the pattern selector on your sewing machine to A and stitch length to 2.5. Remove the front part of the sewing machine for free arm sewing as shown in the video. Sew the folded bottoms. Take out the pins as you sew. Reattach the front part of the sewing machine after sewing the bottom of both the sides. Moving on to the waistband, sew from one marked point all the way around to the other point, leaving a small opening between the marked points. Measure the elastic against the waist length. It should typically be half of your total waist plus a couple of inches extra. Cut at measure. With the help of the safety pin, we will pass the elastic through the small opening. Pin the edge of the elastic at the edge to avoid the entire length from passing through. Once the elastic is through, pin both the ends together, overlapping a bit. Stitch the elastic ends together, like this in a box. Stitch over this already stitched line. Trim the extra thread. Insert the elastic into the waistband. Close the opening with a few stitches. Remember to lock stitch at both ends. Trim extra threads. Turn the pant right side out. Iron it sharply and try them on. Challenge 1. Now you will never ever have to get stressed about finding that perfect pair of pants. as you can just sew your own. Feels good to do that, isn't it?